In an emotional, charged atmosphere, Taiwanese international pianist Stephen Lin performed his revolutionary concert at the Cultural Hall on Friday evening, the 22nd of March, amid a large turnout of cultural interest as part of the 14th season of the Spring of Culture Festival. Stephen Lin gave a number of unmistakable classical musicals to the world's most famous musicians who are able to change the musical landscape and create a distinctive taste beyond the boundaries of geography, such as Ludwig van Beethoven, Friedrich Chopin, and Franz Liszt, who performed brilliantly, who interacted with his professional performance and professional abilities, showing a wide musical interest and a burning talent that allowed him to move between concertos, solos, chambers, and other musical styles. Since his international debut, the young musician has performed many concerts in the most prominent cultural and heritage places around the world. He has also performed in many concerts in Asia, the Middle East, Australia, and Europe, and has received numerous musical and acclaimed awards, global praise as well. It is noteworthy that this event comes within the Spring of Culture Festival, which will be continuing until the end of April. The Italian Embassy in Bahrain celebrated the 2019 Italian Design Day, and Manama was included in 100 locations around the world to celebrate it. It was promoted by the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. Italian design was born in workshops of Renaissance artists, which brought innovative products with high aesthetic content. Since then, research in design has grown and developed through continuous interaction between design schools and art movements, combining Italian craftsmanship with technological innovation.
Today's event, which I'll be moderating, is a collaboration between the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities and the Italian Embassy. So bringing the architect Andrea Di Simone in conversation to hear about his experience with projects in Moscow and in Italy, and hearing his take on the challenges and opportunities that Italian architecture has had a chance to contend with in the past years. And this is a counterpart to the exhibition being held at the Avenues Mall, an exhibition of Italian brands throughout the years, showing them and showcasing their work in Bahrain.
The Italian ambassador to Bahrain, Domenico Pilato, said the design depicted a very distinctive feature of the Italian spirit, which in itself has many elements identified internationally with brand Italy. The embassy organized 2 events open to the public. The first, supported by Your Pocket, is an exhibition titled Italian Brands. It is a showcase featuring a journey through a graphic historical revolution and the development of 20 well-known Italian brands. It will be hosted at the Avenues Mall from the 20th until the 27th of March at 5 p.m. The second event was held in cooperation with the Bahrain Culture and Antiquities Authority (BACA). The architect, Andreas Di Simon, is one of the 100 certificate receivers selected as ambassadors of Italian design in the world. He delivered a lecture on human-oriented design for cities.
I'm proud to be an Italian ambassador of design, and today I will do a lecture about the main theme of future design cities. And it's very interesting for me because it's possible to talk with you about our culture, about our tradition, and about the main theme of the future of the city.
He talked about design and the city of the future, addressing climate change, population growth, and the use and reuse of raw materials and land, and the waste of citizens and their well-being. The open-air cinema, Yatim Cinema, continues its cultural role. It aired its second film, The Destruction of Memory, in the yard of the building opposite to the orphanage in Manama.
I found about the event online, as I'm aware of the many events organized by the Minister of Culture and Authorities within the Spring of Culture. And the event itself is very interesting, and the movie that was shown.
The Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities, in cooperation with Mawani, in coordination with the Yatim family, has launched the Yatim Cinema, which hosts a series of films that shed light on themes related to architecture, man, identity, and the link between memory and space.
So the importance is of showing this particular movie and in this particular place. And as I managed to know, they want to revive the places that were used before or were supposed to be used for example, screening movies or cultural gatherings. So this is a very important aspect.
The title, 120 kg, was selected from the current film season at Yatim Cinema, a reference to the period in which British Airways Overseas in 1945 granted Bobco a certificate to import 120 kilograms of films by air cargo per week from Karachi to address the problem of delayed shipments supplying films, which contributed to the development of cinema in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Yes, I'm very grateful to the Minister of Culture and Antiquities, because I've been coming to the events for the last 11 years, and it's absolutely wonderful.
It's worth mentioning that the project Cinema Orphan came in response to the initiative launched by the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities in Manama last January, which aims to revitalize the city for the inclusion in the UNESCO World Heritage List as one of the world's creative cities.
Many delegations fell silent when I endeavoured to explain the importance of this matter. After having overcome so many hurdles, and with the end of the assembly in sight, I questioned the wisdom of engaging in still another battle. So with a heavy heart, I decided not to press for it. Although the cultural elements had been argued out, the extent of the war's damage couldn't be ignored.